Alright, how's it going everybody, and welcome back to another video. I have a much smaller stack than usual today. Shouldn't take too long to get through. This is going to be a little bit of Incredible Hulk I've been picking up. Some stuff I'm currently reading, like the new Batman title that's coming out. Picked up a new Amazing Spider-Man or Web of Spider-Man issue, along with an old school Plastic Man and a little Silver Age Green Lantern. So there's a little bit of everything for a small haul. And like I said, I've kind of slowed down my overall buying right now, and I'm trying to focus it on some bigger books. So it's going to be either a lot smaller hauls for the videos coming forward, or I'm going to dive into a couple of the runs I already have that I've been looking to showcase, like I did with my Batman, my Detective Comics, The Flash, and just kind of going through current collections for runs I have so far. But let's go ahead and get into the stack. Alright, the first book we have in my little collection I got going on is the Incredible Hulk 105. This is one of my favorite pickups that I have for everything we're going to show off today. This is, when I was a little kid, I loved Spider-Man, I loved Hulk. I didn't get until Batman later on. But Spider-Man, as much as I loved the nerd who was given powers and became something much more, that's the same reason why I kind of drifted towards the Incredible Hulk as a kid. The fact that you had tiny Bruce Banner, who when he got mad turned into this entirely different, huge green monster, the Incredible Hulk. I just thought it was so cool as a kid. And this cover with kind of dark burgundy brown background, and the Hulk coming off the page, his green body with the yellow highlights. I love how he fills the entire front page of this. This is a really, really awesome one, and one of the ones I was looking forward to most for snagging for my Incredible Hulk run. And keeping up with that, I was going to say I snagged, I think it's like 5 or 6 issues I got all in one go. This is Incredible Hulk 142. This is the first appearance of Valkyrie, I believe. This one is definitely in a low, low grade. The one I just had at 105 was easily a very fine. This thing is low, but I got it on the super cheap in a bundle, so definitely looking to get a better copy of that one. Alright, and then we have an awesome cool border background with 147. Again, I originally wasn't a fan of the border style kind of picture frame covers for some of these once they hit that 20-cent era for both this and Spider-Man. But they've really, really grown on me, and I appreciate them much more now. So this one is a really awesome, cool cover right here. And then we're going to go with an awesome blue cover with number 202. Awesome 25-cent issue. The way the yellow trade dress pops off that blue background that much more. Pretty cool copy to have for the whole collection. Then we're going to go right in with 204. And again, I love that all the battle covers that he has. His cover is right up there with Spider-Man. He has some of the coolest covers out of Marvel. And it's just an incredibly fun run to collect. And except for some of the early ones, like 1, 2, 3, and then when it first went back to the Hulk title, other than that, a lot of the Hulk you can get for pretty cheap comparatively to a lot of other Marvel titles. So another reason why it's an awesome title to collect. This is 207. Then we have issue 210 right here. Again, a little bit more of a darker background, so all your colors are coming at you that much more. And I don't think it mattered for the era, but I think every single one of these is in fact a newsstand copy. So either way, just a little extra bonus on top. Issue 216, another awesome battle cover with the Hulk right here. I mean, that's a good thing, right? He's the Hulk. He's always angry. There's almost always going to be a battle cover. There we go. We have issue 224. Hulk versus the Leader right there. Again, these are just awesome. And I love the way he was drawn in this era. The detail of the muscling, the shadow, the anatomy is great also. And I love that he really is Hulk. He's embodying his name. Sometimes he gets a little bit of too blobbish, a little bit of too lean. This is kind of what I want, just a embodiment of his name, a hulking mass of a character. That is what I loved about him growing up. Another awesome blue background cover with issue 219. No Man is an Island. This is also one of my favorite covers out of the books that I was able to snag recently from the Hulk run. This is issue 223. This is, I love, it kind of embodies his first appearance where you have little Banner broken on the cover right there with the Hulk standing up behind him in all of his glory. You got that kind of sunset, sunrise background that just brings everything else about the Hulk to the forefront. Really awesome book. This cover is super sweet. Again, this one in 105 were some of my top pickups I got recently from the Hulk run. All right, and then we're going to dip back to DC Silver Age with Green Lantern 44. This awesome reddish-orange cover right here. And again, awesome battle cover where the characters are bold front and center. Then we're going to go a little bit out of my normal wheelhouse, at least for what you guys have seen. Let's see if I can get just a little bit more. That one glare spot. There we go. There we have the House of Mystery. And this is one of the ones that I had really wanted to track down. I do have a little bit of a horror run here and there. I have House of Mystery. I have Secrets of Haunted House. I think Sinister House. I get all the titles mixed up. But I have selective covers from each one. I'm not trying to do full runs, but ones here or there, especially like most people, the Bernie Wrightson stuff. So this is issue 256. Awesome Bernie Wrightson cover. And Halloween is my favorite holiday, so the fact that the guy, it's not just horror, but it is a Halloween special issue. So you have the trick-or-treaters, you have the guy with a pumpkin, the arms coming out of it. Everything about it is the culmination of everything I love about Halloween and horror in one. So the fact that it's Bernie Wrightson on top of it is just kind of like the cherry on the cake. So this is a really, really awesome one. This is a little bit unfortunate because it was in about very fine condition when I bought it. This is one of the ones I did get offline, and it was not packaged well, and it was jammed in my mailbox. And sadly, it crimpled up the back a little bit that now it's maybe a fine minus at best. So hurts a little bit, but it's not going to kill me because I didn't pay an arm and a leg for it. But still an awesome Bernie Wrightson classic cover. All right, and then one more random issue for my Plastic Man run I was able to pick up with issue 5. And again, I will mention it every single time I get a Plastic Man issue. All of these covers just show more and more why I love how fun they had with it back then. He is a barbell being busted over this giant of a man's leg with the mother tattoo. And it is just incredibly fun. The green background, that yellow trade just popping off. I love the different covers and seeing all the different things that he becomes, because he can literally be anything he can think of pretty much. But seeing the imagination of the artists and what they did from cover to cover, it is a super fun, super cool run, and it's all the reasons I love comics. So there's another issue for my ongoing Plastic Man. All right, and then I mentioned I'm picking up main titles as well, because as much as I love back issues, I still read comics. So I am still reading the current Batman title, and we have issue 145 right here. I'm not going to say exactly what's going on. If anybody out there is interested in reading it and has not gotten into it already, then we have issue 144. This is when they were doing the Joker kind of year one storyline. And this took place pretty much jumping right off of Scott Snyder and Greg Capullo's Zero Year, which is going to be a perfect segue because those two, Scott Snyder and Greg Capullo, they're the two that got me back into picking up comics each week and reading them. I had picked up Spiderman ever since I was a kid, but I would just pick up the back issues I could afford and I would read them as they were coming out. But other than that, I didn't really read comics as a kid. I loved Spider-Man. I would get the issues I could, but I wasn't getting anything else week to week. It wasn't until Scott Snyder and Greg Capullo came out with their Batman run in 2011 that I didn't even get into it. I missed Court of Owls. I missed Death of the Family, and I kind of got a little bit into the end of Zero Year, but it wasn't until Endgame that I started reading it, went back, read all of their original stories, and then got every single issue thereon. So I have from issue 1 to 52. I forget actually if they did 53. I forget where they ended it out because I felt like there was one past 52. But I have every single issue of Batman they've ever done. And that series made Scott Snyder, well, he's gotten a little bit kind of bombastic, still one of my favorite writers, and Greg Capullo is very much one of my favorite current comic artists. And he did this cover right here of Web of Spider-Man #1, and it is super awesome to see him going and doing Marvel covers. I have a Wolverine cover that he did recently, this Spider-Man cover that I just picked up, as well as, I don't know if it's come out yet or not, but I've seen him with a Hulk cover, because I check his Twitter every now and then just to see what he's working on. But I love Spider-Man. This is an awesome Spider-Man cover. I love Greg Capullo's artwork. It's an amazing Greg Capullo cover right here. I will pick up almost any issue cover he does because I appreciate his art that much. So this is kind of the best of both worlds for me. So if you didn't know about it, check it out. It's a pretty cool cover. But that is everything we have for today. All right, so there we have it. Nothing too crazy. Like I said, it's going to be a lot going forward right now of stuff I'm still currently reading that's coming out and snagging one book here or there until I work up to some of the big boy books I've been looking for. So there's a lot of DC ones I'm kind of keeping under the radar until I pick them up. I don't think anybody's really interested, but still, I'd rather wait until I have it before I even mention it. But one of the big ones that I do have on my radar is I would love to pick up a copy, and I will at some point this year, of Batman 121, the first appearance of Mr. Freeze, known as Mr. Zero back then. That is one that I've decided will definitely be on my list this year. I will have it, and I will get it for the collection. So that one's probably one of the pricier ones I have for my list. The other ones, they're not too bad, especially if I can get them while they're still kind of under the radar. So until then, we'll do smaller hauls, weekly comics I got coming in, as well as I'll start dipping into some of the runs I have going on that you guys haven't seen. Like, I have a pretty decent Justice League of America is also one of my favorite runs that I'm collecting, and I love getting the back issues of. And I have a good chunk of that, so we might just do a nice going over my entire Justice League of America collection. But that is everything I have for today, and thank you guys again.